Alright, I'm gonna do a little review for Black Clover Chapter 320, titled The Cause of All This. So on the first page we have when we left off on the last page of the last chapter, 319, of Asa sneaking up from behind Lucifero trying to strike him. So on the first page we have Asa taking a swing, but he only hits Lucifero's right horn, and he only just knocks off the tip of it. So Asa completely missed his chance of trying to hit Lucifero with Deadly Strike. And of course, that doesn't go well for Asa, because, you know, once you mess up an important move like that, yeah, they're going to be repercussions. So Lucifero on the next page, he is completely upset, calling him a filthy brat. He manhandles Asa and face palms him to the ground, breaking the whole ground around him, and then just stomps Asa out, calling him trash and merciless scum. Like, Lucifero is really just going off on him, having a tantrum. And I guess I can kind of see it, because, you know, he is the king of devils. You know, I guess to him, he wouldn't expect something like Asta with no magic to actually make a dent on him, for none of the Magic Knight captains could do anything to him. And while Lucifer was stomping out Asa, he was abruptly interrupted by Mariana with a flame attack. And then right after that, Charlotte and Dorothy follow up by taking Asta and creating a gap between him and Lucifero so they can protect him. Because now they realize that anti-magic is the only thing that really works on Lucifero. And once they do that, Lucifero smacks Meliana back, and then Dorothy and Charlotte try to goes in. Dorothy with oh, okay, I see. So Dorothy used, I'm assuming she used her dream magic to teleport Meliana in front of her to behind her to give her some distance, and then Charlotte follows up with the Rose drill attack, or the Thorn drill attack. So the next page, Charlotte throws that, and of course it does nothing. Lucifero stops it with one hand, completely squishing it, and then he bypassed both Charlotte and Dorothy by knocking them, saying, "Move it and out of my way." Then after that, Jax follow up with an attack, trying to stick to Lucifero like a porcupine, and of course that doesn't do nothing. But Jax is yelling out, I can't just let a peasant kid show me up like that." And of course, you know, Lucifero, he has really no reason to even care what they're saying. And so he said vanish. And the next page, the way Jack gets hit, I think is so funny, because this man got hit so hard, he bounced off the ground with all his blades shattering. And after that, we have my man Nozel coming back, trying to redeem himself, getting a second chance, saying, I, a royal, learned something from that peasant. Anyone can fight those who are far above him. And so, like, I kind of like how Nozel admitted that, you know, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter if you're weak, as long as you try, you can stand up against someone stronger than you. But it's like, in my opinion, it's like, why would you say this to a devil? Like, I don't know if he's saying this to, like, to just Lucifero, or if he's saying this to, like, the other people, so they know that Nozel acknowledge, you know, anyone. But it's like, saying this to Lucifero makes no sense, because, you know, he doesn't abide to the rules in the human world. Like, dude literally does not care what y'all have to say. And it's funny, because he really doesn't. He literally just told Nozel to silence, and he just uppercuts him. But I kind of like that, even though Nozel do get hit, he is striking Lucifero with blades and sticking the mercury to him, trying to slow him down. And then after Nozel get knocked out, we have Meliona and Fagolian coming in with a combo spell with Salamander. I think that's a really cool combo spell. The way they have Meliona and Fagolian going in for a punch, and with Salamander backing them up for a blast. And then we have Meliona and Fagolian saying, I'm looking forward to Asa future. For Fagolian, he's looking towards Asa being a Magic Knight. And to Meliona, she's looking towards Asa as her prey. And then they both go off with a powerful Magic Blast. And of course, it does absolutely nothing to Lucifero. He knocks both of them out. Well, actually, he knocks out Merliona and he face palm Fuegoleon, tackles the salamander, hops in the air, sees Real, and then he yeeted Fuegoleon to Real, destroying the Valhalla and knocking out Real at the same time. That's crazy. Like this man Lucifero cannot be stopped. This man is just on another level. Then after Real gets defeated, the second gate devil, whose name we still don't know yet, he is confirming that that Mansion's magic was the only reason they could fight. They hung on longer than I expected, but I guess they were only human after all. Game over. I find that funny that they use a translation "game over." Like I don't know, it's just weird because "game over" sound like a term that would be used. Like I don't know, not something in this era. But anyways, in the next patch, Lucifer go back to what he was doing in the beginning, stomping out Asa, or about to. After he sees Asta, he says it's him. He's the cause of all of this. That filthy brat. And then Lucifero hops in the air, about to stomp Asta's life out, saying die. But soon as his feet hits the ground, he sees Asta no longer there. And on his left, he sees a star. And of course, we all know whose star that is. And we see Yuno that had teleported Asta out the way with Mimosa. And then Yuno saying, "You finally owe me one, Asta." And Asta is just battered and bruised. But we have Mimosa, so Mimosa is gonna. I'm assuming she's gonna heal him in the next chapter. But I hope in the next chapter you get to see like one of those teamwork fights, like just like we did with Asta and Yuno versus Licht. But like I think it's gonna be the same outcome with Licht, where like no matter what they do, they're still gonna get bodied. But I hope possibly by chance Noelle comes. Like Noelle can do Saint Sage or Stage, but it's like that she has a spell that can withstand the gravity. If not, then what I can see here is if Asa do gets recovered, Asa would get what, a third chance to fight Lucifero. Would be underneath his star radiance or radius, so he won't be affected by gravity. And may also give Noelle a star, so she won't also be affected, which I think would be pretty cool, because that means he will have coverage for him and Noelle. So if Noelle ever needs help, he can just teleport her out the way. So yeah, I hope the next fight, hopefully Noelle comes in. Like I'm not expecting them to win, but I'm expecting them to do some sort of cool teamwork fight. Maybe Noelle unlocks a new move or something, or maybe gets a new move from his star. Like this man been pulling stars out the hat like a magician, back to back. Like I'm not sure where all this coming from. I mean, I guess his star magic based on constellation, so I guess that makes sense how he coming up with these spells. But it's like I wouldn't say a lot, but it's like just coming out like it's normal to him. But yeah, that goes for that. As for Lucifero, I really don't think we're gonna see any spells, because I think to Lucifero, in his eyes, I think Lucifero is not gonna waste a high tier spell on people like these, since they can't hurt him at all. Only Asta. I think Lucifero just gonna try to catch him and then beat the crap out of them. Especially like if Lucifero can break those stars, all of them, then yeah, done for. But I really don't see how they're gonna get out of this one. Because, like I said, their best option would be to leave. But even if they do leave, they have the biggest problem on their hands with this Lucifero being in the human world. So even if they do leave, I guess they have some time to figure it out. But not that long, because, Lucifero is the king of devils. And as not said before, if the king of devil is out into the human world, then it's game over. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next chapter. Mimosa is kind of broken if she can heal Asa, just like with that last spell she did on Gaja, Real, and Charlotte. But I'm assuming there's a limit. Maybe like Asta, she can only use it 2-3 times a day. Because right now Mimosa is really the only person that's like Phoenix downing people back to life. So I hope there is a limit to her spell. Like maybe she can't use that ultimate spell. Maybe she can just heal Asta. Maybe that's it. But either way, I feel like Mimosa might get taken down because as soon as Lucifero sees that she can completely heal Asta, then that's gonna be his next target. Other than but yeah, that's pretty much it for this chapter. I like it, even though it's pretty much just another fighting chapter. I'll give it like a 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm gonna do a little review for Black Clover chapter 320, titled "The Cause of All This." So on the first page we have when we